Disabilities Issues and Updates on BCTV is supported by the Berks County Center for Independent Living, Abilities in Motion.
Welcome to Disabilities Issues and Updates. I am Teresa Faulkner. I am the Consumer Community Outreach Coordinator for Abilities in Motion and your host. We are located at 210 North 5th Street, Reading, Pennsylvania, and the telephone number there is 610-376-0010. And if you'd like to call and leave me a message, my direct extension is 108. Or you can contact me via email at tfaulkner@abilitiesinmotion, being all one word, .org. I first of all want to thank those who have called in and given their input concerning our program. I'm asking that you continue to do that. I look forward to hearing from you because it's about you and us working together to educate our community about disabilities, issues, and updates. Today's topic is All Abilities Fitness, and our guest is Tara Simmons, who is the owner of that fitness center. Welcome, Tara. So nice to have you with us this morning.
Thank you so much for having me.
Such a pleasure to have you with us on this beautiful day.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful day. Let's talk about the All Abilities Fitness Center. I read somewhere that you're the mastermind behind this fitness center. What was the driving force that caused you to make this dream a reality?
Well, thank you for asking that. And again, thank you for having me.
My pleasure.
So all throughout my career, I've worked with special needs children, young adults, and adults. And an ongoing theme with more of the pediatric population was that parents did not have a place to take their special needs child to do an extracurricular activity, to get out in the community. Unfortunately, there were many stories about trying a traditional class, maybe a gymnastics class or something of that nature, and them having difficulty accommodating to those different needs. So with all of that frustration and all of my years of experience working with that population, I decided that I wanted to make a difference for them. I wanted to put a stop to that. I wanted to create this all-inclusive space where parents and kids could feel comfortable, where they weren't judged, where they could work on fitness goals and really fitness and fun, because we are having a lot of fun.
Absolutely, absolutely. And so in that statement that you made, there is a difference for persons that are trying to inundate their children or their young people into gymnastics. What are some of the things that they come up against? The parents would share with you that if they would put their children in a fitness class or gymnastic class, what were some of the issues that came up at that time?
Sure. So let me just start by saying that there are certain areas with a gymnastics or a karate class, and they are extremely wonderful at accommodating individual needs. So not to take anything away from anybody else out in the community that's really trying hard to make those accommodations, because they are. But what I came across was mainly parents feeling that they weren't comfortable. What if my child in the middle of this class doesn't focus, or they're spinning around in circles and they're not attending, and they felt the pressure that they weren't comfortable to say, well, that's just how they are, and that's okay. And that's where we step in and say, no, that is totally okay. And we understand that, and we're super patient and accommodating to any of those needs. On top of some of our kids that have a physical disability, which being accommodating to that, making sure that we can adapt activities for them, and having that background and knowledge to be able to do so.
Wonderful.
So the main thing from parents was just finding a place where they could feel comfortable, where they wouldn't have to worry if their child did have a behavior or they did need an accommodation, there would be no problem.
All fitness centers are unique. So in your particular fitness centers, let's talk about age. Let's talk about those different things. So what age group do you accept at your fitness center? All ages.
All
Okay,
ages.
Okay.
Yes.
Great.
So right now, our youngest that we just came in on Fridays, we do open gym for
Okay.
our 3 and under group, and our youngest that we've had attend, it was 9 months, and right now my oldest that comes in is 22.
Oh, wow.
So we do separate them.
Okay.
During the week, we run classes three evenings a week, and then on a Saturday morning, and we separate them in age groups, so that way they're at least peer related.
Okay, wonderful. When looking for your location, why Exeter Township? Why did you end up in Exeter Township?
Well, let me say Exeter has been great to me.
Okay.
They have been very welcoming. The businesses in the area have been amazing. The school, everybody has been great, and I'm happy to be there.
Wonderful.
Also, our location is right on a bus route.
Okay.
So if we have individuals that don't drive or can't, they will be dropped off literally right in front of the
Right in
facility.
front of the okay.
Also within that building, we have 2 entrances. Both are ramped. So we have no steps in and out of our building, and all of our facilities in there are ADA regulated. Our bathroom is handicapped accessible.
Okay.
Our doors are nice and big and open,
Wide.
so there's not an issue there.
So there are some persons who have disabilities that are either in wheelchairs or power chairs. Not a problem.
Not a problem
Not
at
a
all.
problem whatsoever.
Not a problem whatsoever. Our main entrance is ramped, and then we have a side entrance that's ramped with double doors that open.
Wonderful.
So we have no problem
Wonderful.
accommodating.
I have a question for you. Do you believe that individuals with special needs can teach our families, our communities, our world life lessons?
I feel like a lot of times I'm getting the lesson. So I'm teaching the class, but I'm learning.
Okay.
I'm learning especially about being happy in the moment and being happy with what you're doing. When I have kids come in and they are just happy to be where they are, doing what they are, being who they are, not being judged for who they are, and they're okay with that.
Okay.
And I take that every single day.
Every single day?
Every day.
Oh.
Every day.
Each child individually or collectively? Just every?
I would say that 95% of the time, the kids are coming in with smiles on their faces.
Are there difficult times though?
Oh yes. Oh yes. So I think that with every happy, there is some difficult behaviors that come in with that, but. My background is I'm an occupational therapy assistant, and I've dealt with so many different behaviors and so many different accommodations that it's almost like second nature for myself, as well as one of my main staff members, Jamie Chmielewski, who is amazing and also an occupational therapy assistant. So we can kind of bounce off each other to deal with those behaviors as they arise.
Wonderful. Sounds exciting.
Oh yes.
What at Ability Fitness Center are your values? I know you've talked about the persons that participate to be happy, but what are your values as a fitness center?
Right. So one of our main values is to be an inclusive space.
Okay.
So that means that whether you are diagnosed with autism or Down syndrome, or maybe you have an amputation or cerebral palsy, anything, you are welcome. Whether it's nonverbal autism, whether it's some behaviors that we have to manage, there is no cutting you off at the door. There's no turning you away. We will accommodate to you to make sure you're comfortable and you can achieve those goals. And
No
of
matter
course,
what the
fitness.
disability.
No matter what the disability.
Okay.
And of course, fitness.
Yes, yes.
And my background, I do have a fitness background and have done a lot of research on all of the benefits of exercise, from physical to mental health to that social. So of course, fitness, and we're having a lot of fun doing it. So with the younger kids, we do some obstacle courses, and with the older kids, I mean, they're running on the treadmill, they're punching a punching bag, and kind of taking out their frustration while we're working together.
So I think one of the things that you were saying is that it's focused on your ability, whatever
Yes.
that might be. Whatever your ability is at whatever level, you focus individually on those particular things.
Absolutely.
Wonderful.
Absolutely. And we do that within our groups too.
Okay.
One of our groups, particularly our teenage group, we have high functioning autism and nonverbal autism. And we run that group together with the kids together.
Really?
And it has been amazing to watch our higher functioning kids step in
Okay.
and kind of take that lead role and be very accommodating to our kiddos that need a little bit more attention. And as of right now, we haven't had any issues with that. It's been working really, really well, and everybody understands. And I do say this a lot to our groups. We're here as a team.
As a team.
We're working together.
So with all that happening, is socialization a big part of the class also?
Absolutely.
Tell us how that works.
Absolutely. So I think one of the most beautiful things is watching those friendships build and watching them form. So I'll give you another example. In our teen class, we had 2 teens that do have a little bit of difficulty socializing. And,
Okay.
And they had invited each other to their birthday parties.
Wow.
And that was the first time that they have actually done that. And that was just incredible to watch happen. With our little guys, one of our kiddos he's very driven on what he's doing, and he'll stop and look around and say, "Hey, where's so and so? Are they coming today?" And is aware that more people are coming in.
Wonderful.
So it's worked out
Sounds
really well.
exciting.
Yes,
That's a good thing. That's a good thing. One of the things I've noticed as being a parent is we're very protective over our children. So I'm sure that as persons are coming to the gym and they're finding out information, do you actually help to educate the parents? Because I'm sure there's a sense of nervousness for them with their children coming into this atmosphere, and what will they experience? How do you handle those things for parents that might be listening today?
Right. So that was one of our biggest concerns when we first opened the doors.
Okay.
We've had families that were like, "Well, I see what you're doing, and I see you say you're making accommodations, but no, that's not going to work for us. And I'm nervous to bring my child. I don't think that they're going to do well, or what happens if they stop or they run away, and a big part of being able to reassure parents that we're there for them are our current families and the feedback that they've given, which is something I asked for them to do in the very beginning of opening the doors, because that was a general concern. Well, you say it's good, but is it good for us?
Okay.
And on our website, we do have some parent testimonials where one of our parents that first started with us said, we don't see that for our kiddo. We don't see him participating and following directions, and now they're like, wow, he is, and he's doing well, and and it's just been a great experience.
Wonderful. And I think one thing that we should let our viewers know, it's not only children that have meltdowns. There's
sure.
adults who have meltdowns.
Absolutely.
So they have to be addressed at that time also.
Oh, absolutely.
It's not just children that have meltdowns. It
Right.
is adults too.
Absolutely.
Good. Wonderful.
Absolutely.
Listen, I have a question.
Sure.
I have difficulty with exercising. What if I cannot run or jump? Can you help me?
Absolutely. Yes, we can certainly help you. We accommodate every different kind of disability, and we make sure that we can provide an exercise where you're still going to get moving and you're still going to enjoy your time. And if you can't run, then we accommodate that.
Okay.
So we might have you do an upper body workout,
Okay.
Or stay in the chair and do chair yoga,
Okay.
or some TheraBand exercises. So no matter what, we have an exercise for you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Let's just talk a little bit. Where can persons go or viewers go to see about the gym, to understand more about the gym, to look at questions and so forth? Where can they go on the website to find you? Sure.
So our website is www.allabilitiesfitnesscenter.com, and we have a ton of information on that website. We have an FAQ and testimonial part. We have some videos that show you what a class looks like. We have a photo gallery. And we have information on the different things that we offer. And within that, we always offer first class free of charge.
Okay.
So if parents want to come check us out, or adults want to come check us out, that first class, there's no charge to the family. So that they can come and see, is this going to work for us? Do we like this? Is this something that fits in with our schedule? before they make a commitment.
Now, I know in the summer hours are different. What are your normal hours during the summer right now? And as far as going into the rest of the seasons, what do your hours look like?
Sure. So we are there Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 4 to 7. And again, like I said previously, we break up those classes. We run 3 classes an evening based on age, and Saturday mornings.
Okay.
We also run a class Friday mornings from 11 to 12, which is an open gym for our 3 and under population.
Okay.
And we established that because we found that parents really need that social bonding, especially parents with a child that's newly diagnosed and they don't have that outlet to talk to other parents, and we wanted to do something about that. So
Okay.
we just open up and put our equipment out, and kids get to play and have fun, and parents can socialize, and it
Almost like
works
a
out.
therapy to
Yeah.
be able to bounce off of each other
Yes.
with some of our fears. And we all have fears, and
Oh,
we
yes.
also. Let's talk a little bit about one-on-one sessions. You said you do offer that?
Yes.
Okay, and how is that? How do you do that? Is it based on the needs of the person, or?
Yep. So we do a free consultation, and we have young adults and kids come to us if a group setting's not their thing, or if they have more personalized goals that they want to work on. And we take that very seriously, and making sure that we're hitting those achievements.
Okay.
Just like you would with any personal trainer. Like if I wanted stronger legs and I wanted big muscles in my arms, I would focus on those things specifically. And that's exactly what we do. So we have our clients come in, we do a little assessment, talk to them about what their goals are and what they really want to see and what they want to get out of coming to see us. And then we manage that plan from there. So I'll give you an example. Right now I have a young man that I see that is in his 20s and he's nonverbal, has difficulty with language, and we recently created a visual schedule for him with pictures of different equipment. So we can pull them off, change it out. So while he has difficulty with communication, difficulty with understanding direction, we made that accommodation.
Wow, amazing, wonderful,
Thank
wonderful.
you.
Now you've been talking about a lot about yourself, but let's talk about the experience of your other instructors
Yes.
that are at the gym. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely.
All right.
I am so lucky. I am so lucky. My main instructor is, her name again is Jamie Chmielewski, and she is absolutely amazing. Has over 12 years of experience working with the pediatric population and can accommodate, I mean, like in a blink, in a snap. She also works as an occupational therapy assistant. And my other employee, Kim, who comes and helps me on Saturdays, she's amazing with kids. And again, with her experience just working with kids in general, you can just see that light go off and just see how beautiful those interactions are. And all of our instructors are all background clearanced, criminal backgrounds, child abuse backgrounds. They all have CPR first aid training. Myself, I have training for special needs populations, personal training for special needs populations, and we're all have some type of background working with kids.
Wonderful, wonderful. Sounds exciting. Sounds really, really exciting. Really, really exciting. You've talked about the different types of disabilities. Does it matter? Does it matter? I heard in our conversation we talked about autism. We talked about cerebral. It doesn't matter about the disability.
Does not.
And must the person be diagnosed with the disability before they can join the gym?
They do not.
They do not.
They don't.
So if they don't have a disability, are they still able to come to the gym?
Yep, we have had siblings participate, especially, which is actually really helpful because then especially with our little guys, because then they have a model to work off of. So it's one thing for Miss Tara to do a push-up, but it's another thing for, if they're 5 and their siblings 8 and they want to be like them and they say, oh, I can do that, and then and watch that. And it's been really, really great for that bonding too. Either way, so sometimes it's really good that the siblings do participate because they have a model, and sometimes it's good that they just watch so they can be, on the outside watching, just like it would be vice versa for a basketball game or, a field hockey game for their sibling.
Now, do you all do events outside of the gym?
Yes. Yes.
What type of things would you do if?
Sure. So right now we actually have in the works to do adapted gym classes in school districts throughout Berks
Okay.
County. So that's one big thing that we're working on, is just kind of getting out there during the day when we go back to school, and coming in and bringing our program to the school districts.
Okay,
And we have
wonderful.
done that really successfully, especially for the ESY, which is the extended school year programs. We've had several classes that we've went out and taught our class, and we've had their classes come to us.
Okay.
So they use us as like a field trip.
Wonderful.
And they can come run our obstacle course, or we literally bring our obstacle course to them.
Okay. So you're involved with the different school districts as well as they can come to the gym. So there's a lot of activity going on.
Oh, yes.
This is a really important question. What about insurance? Do you accept insurance? How does that work?
We do not accept insurance right now. We are all private pay.
All private
Perhaps
pay.
in the future we'll look into doing that, but right now, keep it nice and simple, private pay.
Really wonderful. Good. Well, I want you to put a plug out there for a parent who's watching and they really want their child to be involved, or they're an adult and they really want to be involved. Encourage our viewers to be a part of All Abilities Fitness Center.
Sure. Come talk to me. If you have concerns or you're worried, give me a call. Visit our website, send me an email, send me a message. I will be more than happy to sit down and meet with you to go over any of your concerns. If you just want to come watch a class and not necessarily participate and just see what we're doing, I'm open to that. And we are here to accommodate anybody that needs us, and I truly, truly mean that.
Wonderful.
We focus on that ability, and we turn no one away.
Wonderful. So let's talk about All Abilities Fitness Center located, what's the address?
We are located at 3811 Perkiomen Avenue.
All right.
Reading, but Exeter.
Exeter.
Our website is www.allabilitiesfitnesscenter.com. Our email is allabilitiesfitnesscenter@gmail.com, and our phone number is 484-219-6949.
Tara, you have been a wealth of information, and
Well,
we're
thank
so
you.
glad that you came. So glad that you were able to inform our viewers. But again, I'm sure if anyone has any questions or concerns, they can reach you at, what's that telephone number again?
It's 484-219-6949.
And what's the email address again?
It is allabilitiesfitnesscenter@gmail.com.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We thank you for coming. And again, if you have any questions, if our viewers have any questions, please don't hesitate to call All Abilities Fitness or Tara. In closing, we want to invite our viewers and remind our viewers about our ADA Celebration 2018, the art show that is going to be held Thursday, July the 26th, from the hours of 3 to 8 at the Inn at Reading. It is free admission, and we're going to have refreshments. There are going to be a host of artists there sharing their different abilities, and we would love to see you there. Matter of fact, I'll be there, and I hope you come up and talk to us about our show. Again, we want to thank you for joining us today. And remember that if you have any input, or if you have any issues, or if you want to share or even be a guest on our show, please don't hesitate to call me, Teresa Faulkner, at abilitiesinmotion.org, or you can reach me at 610-376-0010. My direct extension is 108. So go out on this beautiful day, enjoy the day, and we look forward to seeing you at the art show, or Tara looks forward to seeing you at the
Absolutely.
fitness center. Enjoy your day.
Disabilities Issues and Updates on BCTV is supported by the Berks County Center for Independent Living, Abilities in Motion.